Hello, I'm Stuart Mukmuk, Executive Producer and Managing Director here at Bizz 99.9 FM Substitute Radio. This is I Didn't Mean It Like That, the show full of bloopers, Freudian slips, misspeaking, ridiculous anecdotes, and random nonsense. Enjoy the carnage.
Sell it for $50.
Like Bart Soul?
What?
Bart Soul.
Yeah.
The Simpson reference. Did you know that Alex Jones is obsessed with chimeras and he is convinced that the American government is creating these human-animal hybrids and placing them inside the human society, and eventually there'll be no pure blood humans left?
Why though?
I know.
What's the point of that? What does it achieve?
That's a good question. You should ask him.
It doesn't even make sense. Like, why is that a conspiracy?
Dear Alex Jones, why is the world government trying to create chimeras?
So special about chimeras.
Did I ever tell you the story about something that happened in my childhood and I can't figure out whether it actually happened or it was a dream? So there was like a fete sort of thing where there were like stalls and there were a couple of rides. I would have been like 3 or 4 or 2, and there was a boat ride. So they created a circle full of water in about maybe a foot high, maybe less than a foot, and there were boats that would go around in a circle. It would feel like you were riding in a boat, and it was for a very little kid. And as we were being put on the ride, the instructor said, keep your hands inside the boat, do not touch the water. I got into my boat straight away. I put my hands into the water, and as soon as that guy, the instructor, lifted me out of the boat, pushed me out of the caged area where the ride was, and I had to rejoin Mum.
That's so mean.
And I think there was a bit of argument between Mum and the instructor. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out whether that incident actually happened or I just dreamed it.
Too specific to be a dream. Maybe the dog got offensive. It was inappropriate. It was offensive to dogkin people.
What's dogkin?
People who identify as dogs instead of as humans.
I see. It's good to know that you're on top of
Yeah, I'm politically correct. I care about all the social justice issues.
the ones that are really testing the fabric of civilization as we know it.
Yeah. And if that's...
It's not the war in Syria, it's not the war in Ukraine, it's not the Trump administration, it's dogs. So in grade 6, my friends decided to put on a puppet show to the class, and so they wrote script, they designed puppets, and it all was going fine, but we noticed immediately after about 30 seconds of doing the performance that the class was not impressed. Like, there was chattering and there was muttering, and we knew that's the sign when kids are not paying attention. When they're not paying attention, they'll just talk amongst themselves. And so we had done all this work to create this puppet show, but it just wasn't working. And so then I decided I'm going to rip out my best material. And so then I had my puppet, which was a kookaburra, where I put my 2 thumbs together, and that would be this head, and then my fingers were its 2 wings. And so I said, I'm a kookaburra! And I slammed into the other characters and crashed into them, and everyone started breaking out in laughter. In a way, I had ruined the entire performance, but in another way, I saved it. Don't you hate it when people apologize to you when they didn't do anything wrong? I'm trying to walk to the side to let people through, and they say sorry? No, don't apologize. I'm just trying to be nice and move out of your way.
Oh, I inconvenienced you.
Yeah, Kitty Flanagan pointed this out before, that on the road we are absolutely menacing, that every time something goes wrong we assume that it's the other person's fault and we blame them. But when we're walking around in person, we always apologise, assuming that we're in the wrong.
I think it's because when you're in a car you're surrounded and you feel protected, and so you don't have to put on the polite thing.
Yeah.
So then people just kind of let their true colours show.
Yeah. Tell you what they really think.
I have nothing more to add on the issue of rhinos. Fail because of modern society.
The world wasn't ready for your genius.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why I work on YouTube now. I make 50 cents per video, so that pretty much pays bills, and I pretty much just eat lots and lots of waffles with all of the ingredients that I still own. Like, I've just got this huge warehouse of all this
That sounds like a real big problem.
I have diabetes.
What do you think of that pancake place across the road? Criminal scum?
Yes, they don't even use soap. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
They use butter.
I don't think they understand the art of making waffles,
Yeah.
making pancakes,
Add in the soap
and the peanuts,
and the bug spray
and the mucus,
and the pears
and the crushed ants,
and the spider web
and the fingernails.
and the fish intestines.
Where is this going?
Maybe. But then again, the Ferris wheel was a story that happened to me, was a dream. I never went on a Ferris wheel where I was denied because I didn't have the right change. I turned that into a short story, don't you know?
I don't even know what's happening anymore. My waffle business is gone.
What am I doing with my life?
People are only here for the memes. I can't even go on any of the rides because I'm a wimp. I would sell it for 50 waffles.
Waffles.
Yes, because waffles have value. Make videos, YouTube for. Give it a clickbait title and a clickbait thumbnail.
You won't believe what happens next.
What he did next will shock you. I had to watch this video 3 times before I could believe my eyes. Hilarious. Must watch.
Welcome back. Did you enjoy your little trip into that weird and disturbing world? This has been I Didn't Mean It Like That on Bizz 99.9 FM Substitute Radio. I'm Stuart Mugmuk. Until next time, stay safe, be kind to those around you, and be very careful before you open your mouth.